Welcome to Untapped Potential. I'm Potential Guru, and I'll be your guide to this year's NBA draft class. Each week we'll discuss the top prospects, including the locked number 1 pick Victor Wembanyama, and making our way to players from the G League Ignite, Overtime Elite, and of course the NCAA. Today we'll discuss the 6'9" forward Brandon Miller, who's averaging 20 points, 8 rebounds, and almost 2 assists while shooting 46% from the field for the Alabama Crimson Tide. Brandon Miller has emerged into an elite prospect. He has been playing his way into being an early lottery pick and possibly even a top 3 pick. His ability to stretch the defense is a hot commodity. What's even more talked about is his upside of being an elite 3-level scorer. Currently, he's 200 pounds and struggles finishing around the rim. He has pointed that out himself in interviews and stated it's part of his game he wants to grow. With that being said, he still has a 24.2 player efficiency rating. That is the 3rd best among all SEC freshmen. Brandon impacts games in a variety of ways. His offensive game is more than just a stick-him-in-the-corner guy. He's the driving force of Alabama's offense, and the leading scorer of the entire Southeastern Conference. He plays off the dribble, creating most of his own looks, and Alabama sets him tons of ball screens and DHOs for him to play downhill. With now what is a volume sample size, he's shooting 45.6% from 3. So defenders going under screens is just foolish. He plays at his own tempo, never getting sped up by the defense and using his length to get jumpers off in the mid-range. The separation he creates isn't always ideal. He has a fluid game off the bounce, but it is an area many are waiting to see how the skill will translate to the next level against stronger defenders. Brandon himself is an engaging help defender. His lateral quickness and length helps him disrupt passing lanes and allows him to challenge shots and even protect the rim. His on-ball defense is an area that needs improvement, but he has the tools many teams value for that side of the ball. Also, a skill of his that'll be highly valued is his defensive rebounding. He's averaging over 6 boards a game, which helps solidify him as the best freshman in his class and potential favorite to win Freshman of the Year. Now, what teams are potentially drafting in that 3 to 6 early lottery range that would be a perfect fit to land Brandon Miller? Brandon has gotten a lot of comparisons to Jabari Smith Jr. because they both were not projected to go as high as 3 in all the preseason mocks, and by late January, they shot up the draft boards by displaying their skill sets, which of course are completely different. We know Wemby to be the number 1 locked pick, and all early projections have Scoot Henderson as the number 2 prospect. The earliest team that could grab Brandon, which sits at the number 3 spot, is Charlotte Hornets, according to the current lottery odds. And quite frankly, I think that'd be a great fit, implementing a younger forward who can replace the Gordon Hayward minutes and play alongside LaMelo Ball, PJ Washington, and Terry Rozier. Having another playmaker alongside that core would give Charlotte something to build off of and their fans hope for years to come. Knowing the Spurs love projects and defensive players, I have them slotted taking Amen Thompson, an explosive wing from Overtime Elite. And with Orlando Magic's having a crowded roster of long wings, I have them going a different direction. Even if Charlotte falls behind those 2 teams, Brandon will still be there for them in that scenario. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next week on Untapped Potential.